5 films about loneliness. The following titles are all great films that contain recurring themes of loneliness or isolation. Many films explore these motives through various means, such as detachment from society, battling their own psychological demons, or quite simply being stranded in a place far, far away. In several of these films, we will observe how the lonely character will often find themselves thrown together with another, more often than not the same perception. Slow burning, brooding, and emotionally charged, we hope you enjoy our picks on this quite captivating subject. Number 5. Taxi Driver. Frequently discussed as one of the best films ever made, Taxi Driver is Martin Scorsese's 1976 masterpiece, set in a downright seedy and filthy backdrop of New York City. Teaming up with Robert De Niro again, the director made Taxi Driver into a character study of a lonely, misunderstood, and temperamental young man. Travis Bickle, played by De Niro, is an ex-Marine living alone in New York City and suffering from insomnia. Through his nighttime occupation of taxi driver, he witnesses the wretched and sickening city that he now lives in, which only fuels his already pent-up rage. When a newly found love interest quickly turns sour, Travis soon focuses his attention to a teenage prostitute, Jodie Foster, and tries to convince her to break free from her sexual slavery. As expected, the young girl's pimp takes exception with this notion, leading to a disturbing and bloody finale, which includes our lead character's transformation from an angry cab driver to a deranged executioner. Arguably the best portrayal of urban alienation, Taxi Driver is an unforgettable and distressing movie that is powerfully enhanced by the incredible performance from the cast. A realistic and nightmarish portrait of a man's mental deterioration, Taxi Driver contains some of the greatest and most iconic scenes ever filmed. Number 4. Three Colors Blue. Three Colors Blue, the first installment in Krzysztof Kieslowski's amazing three-color trilogy, is arguably the best and the most famous of the three. Starring the brilliant Juliette Binoche, the film is captured in tones of blue that highlight the grief and suffering that our main character encounters. After losing loved ones to a fatal car accident, Julie finds that the only way she can cope with her loss is to completely disconnect with her past and start a new life on her own. The more Julie tries to isolate herself, the stronger the memories are returned as characters both old and new invade her new beginning. As Julie's self-imposed exile begins to fragment, events unfold that question her strength of character and her quest for liberation. Sparse in dialogue and action, Blue is a moving and painful observation of a woman emotionally devastated with bereavement. Whether through Binoche's outstanding performance or the incredible musical vignettes, Blue is simply a masterpiece in the contemporary cinema. Number 3. Spring, Summer, Autumn, Winter, and Spring. Kim Ki-du's spellbinding 2003 drama Spring, Summer, Autumn, Winter, and Spring is as patient as they come. With little dialogue and a simple story, this placid and contemplative masterpiece fits perfect into the mantra of when less is more. Set on a tranquil location of a floating Buddhist monastery, the film follows the lives of a child monk and his master. Through the Buddhist teachings and life on the temple, the child grows into a teenager and continues to live in serenity and peacefulness. That is, until a young woman enters his life and his discipline is broken, causing a kaleidoscope of situations and emotions that catch him off guard. Number 2. Her. Her is a sci-fi comedy drama that was directed by Spike Jonze and stars Joaquin Phoenix as a lonely man who begins a relationship with a computer-based operating system named Samantha. Visually stunning and accompanied with a superb score, the film proved a hit at the Oscars with a win and 4 further nominations. Set in the year 2025, Theodore Phoenix is a sensitive and passionate man who is currently in the middle of a divorce. Due to the nature of the divorce and unwillingness to commit to further relations, leaves Theodore feeling estranged and he becomes slightly reclusive from society. That is, until he is introduced to a talking operating system that is not only super intelligent but has the capacity to evolve. Named Samantha, played by Scarlett Johansson, the West immediately shows affection for Theodore and they strike up an instantaneous and unexpected relationship. However, like most normal relationships, the highs come with lows, and Theodore is faced with the hard truth that although his feelings are real, his relationship may not be so. An unconventional yet charming and sentimental love story, Her is a clever twist on relationships both now and in the future. An extremely impressive performance from Joaquin Phoenix makes this emotional tale an absolute must-see. Number 1. Wild Strawberries. Written and directed by the wonderful Ingmar Bergman, Wild Strawberries is not a far cry from most of his work, in that it deals with thought-provoking questions and themes of self-discovery. However, in this quite sublime drama, we are treated to a warmer, more optimistic Bergman with fantastic results. Victor Jostrom plays Isaac, a widowed 70-year-old professor who is due to make the long journey by car to receive an award for services to his occupational field. Along the excursion, he is forced to confront recurring nightmares and vision of fractured human relationships from his past. These contests are only heightened when he is challenged by several encounters with people that are directly related with his anguish. The closer he gets to his lifetime achievement, the nearer he comes to the realization of how things could have been. Wild Strawberries is a metaphorically moving and exceptionally nostalgic road trip that in true Bergman fashion is jam-packed with symbolism. This is a work of art from a genius director who was in the form of his life. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more updates.